This weekend marked the Tartiflette Games' official entry into the world of Riders Republic, and there's still time for you to help us crown a winner. Mitch will have all of that info in just a second, but stick around for the main topic this week because we are going to share our thoughts on this brand new Freestyle Snowmobile. What's up, Riders? Welcome back to the Riders Report. Today's episode is brought to you by our YouTube members. Thank you as always to executive producers Bonecrusher2D and Coach34, along with co-producers It's the Mort and Mitch's mom, and our fans and Fans Plus. If you'd like to become a member and help support the channel, hit join down below for cool perks like early access to the shows, emojis and badges, exclusive Discord roles, members-only content, sneak peeks, and more.
The Tartiflette Games Best Trick All Runs livestream aired this past Saturday, February 12th, where we got to watch over 40 of your best tricks. You can still participate, though. The fan vote is still open and will remain open until the end of this weekend. So if you missed it, watch the live stream and then pick your favorite trick from each of the 5 categories. The top 2 from each category will be moving on to our Best Trick Finals video, which will be a return to our old form in the Tartiflette Games. And we'll be announcing a date for that in the coming weeks. In steep news, the long-awaited Check My Steez is back. If you want to compete in this next event, head over to Steep Reddit to check out the sticky post. This will be taking place in Les Chevants in Iguia in the Alps. And Check My Steez is a under 3 minute and 30 second unbroken line through a set spot. So they give you the start point, the end point, and then you just got to do one beautiful, clean, connected run.
For those of you wondering, the final day to submit those fan votes for Tartiflette Games Best Trick will be February 20th, 2022. At the end of the day on February 20th. We don't have a set date. Just get it in before Sunday. Mitch, we are talking TFG Best Trick. We are talking Snowmobiles, Riders Republic. You know, we said that this was Best Trick for any sport. We had a Funkies category. We had wingsuit categories, but we didn't have a snowmobile category. And that's just because the snowmobile came out so close to the actual event. There was no time for people to learn how to operate the snowmobile, put a video together, submit in time for the event. So we will be having a snowmobile competition in the future because boy, oh boy, does this machine bring a whole new breath of life to Riders Republic.
I thought for sure we'd get a Nate Hotshot entry in the Funkies category because it was Funkies and Toys of him doing the weird snowmobile stuff that we got in the beta Best Trick series. But yeah, this new snowmobile is, I think, everything we wanted when the snowmobile was first in the game and all you could do was go forward. And back in the beta, you could only go forward at a slow speed. And we're like, we want to hit a jump with this. We want to pull some tricks, some flips. Just let us do it. And they delivered. You can now do the flips and the barrel rolls on the snowmobile. And some of those classic tricks that I remember the names from, like MX vs. ATV 1 and 2 back in the PlayStation 2 days.
Dude, and, you know, throwing it back to the beta when we just had the transportation snowmobile. Is that what we want to call it? Just the traversal snowmobile?
Yeah.
The touring snowmobile. When we had that, and like you said, it was going very slow in the first iteration of beta. I'll never forget getting the patch notes for the fixed beta or what we improved over the weekend, and it said increased speed on snowmobile. You and I were like, oh, game on. Yeah, and the engine ripped. And we said it from the very start. The snowmobile brought so much to this game, and that engine sound, and just it works so well with what this game is trying to do that it was, you know, almost a disservice that they didn't have a trick accessible snowmobile from the very start. But, you know, as the first, I would say, right, this is the first major addition. I mean, you get the jumbo bikes, but jumbo bikes didn't do much other than a cosmetic change with, you know, some added or some different modifiers. You know, it had more grip, it had more traction. But the snowmobile is the first completely new device that we have had in the game so far. And yeah, like you said, I mean, other than it being wonderfully fast, it's also ripping tricks like no other. And I was even able to get it off axis a few times.
Hmm.
So very excited to see what riders are going to start doing with these with the trick set.
Oh yeah, I mean, some of my favorites. I remember the Cordova, I believe, like the hop in the Cordova, but the
Hmm.
trick
Hmm.
you can do that. You can do the seat grabs, Supermans. You can do barrel rolls. You can flip your rider. It's very like arcadey, but I love that that's the direction they went with the freestyle snowmobile because it's just so much fun to ride around, and that's what it needed to be. It didn't need to be super competitive like a lot of the other sports. So I'm really enjoying those additions, like the jumbo bike too, because you can go uphill. It has the electric motor, so you can go uphill at a pretty fast speed and hit jumps from a different angle than you're used to. You're always going down the hill and pulling off stunts. Now you have two different options to go uphill and pull off those same stunts.
Yeah, it makes this game feel more like a sandbox than it did at the start of the game. Does that? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Like you said, you can go up the hill to do tricks and to access the terrain in a different way, that you would have never done before. I also love the color schemes. I love that they're giving us these toys with two different color schemes, one warm and one cool, to help us match it with the outfits and the vibe that we're trying to go for. Do you see in the future them releasing any other liveries or any other wraps for these snowmobiles? More importantly, updating the shop with some snowmobile outfits, because I know the world of sledding, snowmobiling, sledding is all about like those 90s jumpsuits and just that kind of vibe. I would love to see like a 90s DLC make its way over into riders, emphasizing on those snowmobiles. You get one of those like 2cc engines in there, one of those wee sounds like a little tin can trying to push up a mountain. I want old sleds. I want everything. This can just be the new sledding game as well.
I want a denim jacket outfit with that like white moped helmet, so you can do that like ascent it a little too hard, bud. A guy jumping over like trash cans and stuff in his backyard. That reference has to make it in the game at some point. That guy is like the definition of a Shaq daddy, and that
he is the Shaq father.
Yeah.
He is the Shaq father.
I love that term for this game now.
We're gonna.
That's the new unreleased DLC. It'll be like the unraveling of the story of the Shaq father and the guy who created it all. Some weird, creepy mountain cult that started all these action sports.
Oh, dude, I love it. Okay, here's our next assignment. So, you and I love doing recreations. We cut our teeth in our creator world, in our YouTube career, building recreations. We need to do a sled heads recreation. Have you ever seen the YouTube videos, the sled heads?
Oh, I don't know.
It is, or maybe I'm botching the name. Anyway, there is a group. It's like a Nitro Circus kind of group that just does snowmobiles. They go into the backcountry. They're off piste, and they're doing terrain park stuff as well. Some urban tricks, but it's just an edit group that does snowmobile edits. But they're from the early 2000s or late 90s, one of the two. I'll see if I can send you some videos here, but those guys absolutely send it. And we need the snowmobile outfits to move forward with this. So, we wanted to also kind of take a look at Reddit, right? And see what the community is saying about this. Although it feels like it's pretty positive all around.
Yeah, I'm trying to find if there was a specific comic thread where everyone was talking about it, but a lot of people, it seems to be like they really enjoy it, and just they a lot of them are saying Ubisoft did a really good job with the freestyle snowmobile.
Yeah.
And I was not surprised, but when I heard everyone talking about it and then I got to try it, I was like, oh, this is good. It didn't wow me, I guess, as much as it could have, but it's still like, for being a relatively small addition to the game, like not surrounding some big new part or DLC, just being included in those, I believe this is included in those 8 sports we were going to get added on for the season pass.
Right.
If a lot of them are like at this level, which the jumbo bike was one of them, this is one. That's setting a pretty high bar for what I thought we would just get, which is maybe a rocket bike that just has the rockets and is like the skis where you don't do much more except boost around. They're actually adding some tricks into it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And we are looking forward to those remaining sports as well. Like you said, they are, look, every time We bash this game a lot. The last couple of weeks have seemed a little hostile. And it's still just, it's in my head of like, how do you course correct? And it's going to take some time with the game, not just on our end to course correct and to make everybody happier about the play experience. But if they keep up the releases like this, like you said, non-DLC sports editions like they are and raising the bar like they are, we are set for a completely different, super enjoyable sandbox game in the next couple of months. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the finished product of Riders Republic is, because like you said, this is the second time they've given us something that has not completely rewritten the game. It hasn't stopped the presses or, boosted the numbers ridiculously, but it's just nice. It's nice to know that they're adding and they're listening and they're doing these additions well. The execution of them have been fantastic from this point out. And, this also poses a question. Of course, we have those 8 guaranteed sports within the first season. But what does the addition of a freestyle snowmobile look like for the long game, for the future of Riders Republic? Do we maybe get snow bikes? And I'm talking like motorbikes, like dirt bikes with those big old flipper tires on the back that they use to course through snow. Are we going to be getting something like that that's a little more, are engines going to start to make their way onto the mountain like we discussed way back during the beta?
I think so. I hope we also see some stuff without an engine. For the weirdest thought though pops into my head, that when you were talking about engines, I was thinking about adding just basic sleds to the game. And my idea back from Steep was like the sled you would actually buy from Walmart and take down a hill, like the plastic bowl kind, or the plastic like long track that you sit in, not the one with the rails that we got in Steep.
Right.
Like a sled. I was picturing one of those with like a hovercraft fan on the back of it.
I was afraid that's where you were going with it. Little saucer sled.
Yeah, maybe the longer sled, not the saucer sled, like the one you can sit.
Yeah, you're talking about
your
the
legs forward.
Right. Okay,
Yeah,
so not even an inflatable.
No.
See, I would say an inflatable sled plus the hover, and you're at that point you're just making a hovercraft.
Yeah, but smaller. It's personal.
I like your idea. No steering whatsoever. No suspension, no guidance. You sit down, you start up that engine, and just go down there,
That's
Timmy.
all you hear. The music, the sound effects, everything in the game gets like removed. All you hear is that fan.
Man, that sounds like some junk that we would do back where we grew up. I love
we can still do it.
We can still make it happen. Oh man. We have been getting some wonderful comments from the viewers of the channel when we do kind of open topics like this, where we're just talking and speculating and sharing our thoughts. Would love to hear the community's thoughts on the snowmobile, what you like, what you don't like, more importantly, because for me, the only thing that I don't like right now as it stands is there's still no reverse on the snowmobile. I don't know about you, but that's the only... It just makes sense to me to be going that fast to have a reverse. But, it does glitch through whatever you need to get through it. But that's my only con. But I would love to hear what issues anyone has found, if you have even found any issues with this freestyle snowmobile. And leave those comments down below. Mitch, any last thoughts before we go to the Riders Roundup?
I don't think so, other than I think dirt bikes would be a pretty good addition following the snowmobile.
Please bring us dirt bikes. Dude, he's batting 1,000 right now. This is what, the second week? This is the second extension. I believe this is the third week that his spot has been up as the photo challenge. Give it up, everyone, for Thunder TRP finding a ghost location on the map. Either no one cares about this anymore, or everyone is honestly stumped about this location. Have you gone in to try to find it? I know you gave a hint last week, but have you actually, put put pedal to pavement and gone out there and found this location?
I haven't tried to yet, so
Neither have I.
I might have to. That might be my the background video for this week. What I shall do later tonight. I'll go around searching for the spot.
Okay, so it's either you will know, I will not. But next week will either be the recap of Mitch finding it, or a continuation of this spot. Thunder, well done. If you would like to, the image is on the screen somewhere at this point. Mitch is finding it, maybe, but you will see the image that we are talking about in this segment. If you would like to go and try your hand at locating this spot, do it. Take a picture of it and send it to Mitch or I, and you will be the first person to find the spot. And you can also send us a spot that you would like other people to find. You see what we're doing here? Trying to do a search and rescue, seek and find kind of thing.
There you go.
Yeah, that'll work.
That. Yeah, perfect timing.
Congrats, Thunder TRP, for the 3rd week in a row. Sorry, let's hit self promo, man.
All good. I can't really watch your face because it like cuts in and out. So I'm trying to jump in when I think so. We do have self promo though. And I did want to mention in the main topic that Just Steep It did put out a tricks guide for the Freestyle Snowmobile. So if you want to get some practice in learning exactly what trick to do and what combination to do on your controller, check out his video. We also have a new video from Abouts, who has been making a lot recently in Riders Republic, and I am enjoying them. He found this roof bowl transfer.
Which I believe this was featured. I don't think it was Abouts. I believe it was somebody else at least the past month that has done this transfer. It is in Yosemite at the lodge. Yeah, just incredible. I think the other person went over the roof, but it was still the same jump into the same bowl, but they cleared the roof. And here you see Abouts hitting multiple variations of the same trick. Some glitch, some do not. But go give that a shot if you want to send it in Yosemite. We also have another submission from Benny. Benny404 has been absolutely demolishing the content game with 1.98 thousand, almost 2,000 subscribers over here. Benny is throwing it down. So please, if you're not already subscribed, get after that. Go check out the master at work, showing off the new Freestyle Snowmobile in Riders Republic, featuring those beautiful motocross tricks.
He makes it look so beautiful.
God,
and
tell me about it.
Just don't know how he does it. And we got another video. This one's from Merb over on YouTube, and it is a no crashing glitch tutorial. So I don't know if you watched all the thing, but I think it's a way. It looks like it's a way to land almost any trick on the bike without crashing, which could be very helpful.
Yeah, it's looking like you're sending it from the hot air balloon. Now, if this is able to be implemented in real life, or in like competition or not, I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. Oh, it looks like he's switching to snow here. Go check it out for yourself. Yeah. See how you can do the no crashing glitch in Riders Republic. I'm not going to spoil it. That's not my place. This is self-promo. We're supposed to promo. We're not supposed to spoil here. Just promoing, not spoiling. Stren also has another submission over there. This one takes it back, kicks it back to the land of Steep. This is Whose Skis We Using? A Steep montage. A 4-minute, 24 edit in one of the best video games to ever cross consoles.
Yes. Who does not love Steep edits? And man's just putting out a lot of great ones and some tricks that's making us want to go back to Steep. Speaking of, Check My Steez is back in Steep.
Yeah,
so
man.
Check out that info down below.
Yeah, it sure is. We were talking about maybe doing another Tartiflette Games event in Steep, but hey, Just Steep It wants to hand it. Check My Steez wants to handle that. Let them go, let them shine, let them run. It will still do what we all want to do, and that is emphasize the beauty of having a director mode, a replay mode in the game. So keep an eye out for that. If you are new to the channel, the community, Steep, Check My Steez, Check My Spots, Shred This Spot, Check My Steez, and Top 5s are also all incredible additions to the... I don't know what I'm saying. We have incredible competitions that we lost to Steep, that we can't do in Riders Republic. They're coming back in Steep. So if you haven't seen them yet, keep an eye on the channel, keep an eye on the community for those incredible videos. Get a taste of the community and what happened in the before times. Holy, what am I saying? I think I just blacked out for like 2 minutes.
Wrap it up then, buddy.
Dude, thank you to everyone for listening to me fumble through this episode. Episode 16 of our guaranteed first 100 episodes of the Riders Report. Special thanks again to our YouTube members, executive producers, Bone Crusher 2D and Coach 34, our co-producers, It's the Mort and Mama Bell, and our fans and Fans Plus. If you would like to become a member of the Nick and Mitch YouTube channel and help us support us in all of our videos that we do over here, you can hit join down below to check out all of the cool perks that come with the low, very, very affordable monthly subscription. You can also just subscribe for free to catch all of our Riders Republic content, including this show right here and X Games style competitions called the Tartiflette Games, which a finals is coming to you in the upcoming weeks. Mitch, please take it away. Send us home. Oh my goodness.
I will. Also, if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you will get notified when A, our videos are published, but B, when our events are happening, both for TFG live streams and for premieres for the final edits. We usually put up the page 3 or 4 days ahead of time, so you can hit the reminder bell on that video and know exactly what time it starts in your time zone, because every time I try to post an update saying when an event starts, there's so many time zones, and there's CET and CEST and ET and EST and EDT, and the abbreviations are different. Did you know that CEST is not the same months as EST?
Yes, yeah, because
it's Eastern
you have
Standard,
told me.
but Central European summertime.
He's going off, folks.
Yeah, so just I never know. People always ask, when is it starting? Just follow us on YouTube and you'll see.
You have made me so self-conscious, even at work, of using ET versus EST. Because every time I use it incorrectly when I send you information, and you're like, no, you're telling me to be there an hour where I'm not supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be there an hour early. It's beautiful. Yeah, maybe we can have a breakout podcast, a members only podcast where Mitch just goes ham on time zones and the inefficiency of using different time zones. Thank you so much to everyone who has made it this far in this episode. Stay tuned next week, same place, same time. We will be bringing you episode 17 of the Riders Report. Stay steezy out there. I'm Nick.
And I'm Mitch.
And we'll see yins on the slopes.